The division of the estate of a deceased senior bikie leader, whose funeral was one of the largest in Australia's outlaw motorcycle club history, has sparked a multi-million-dollar dispute. The heirs of Gino Vella, the wealthy head of the Rebels Bikie Club, are embroiled in a bitter conflict. Vella's estate includes significant properties in Horsley Park, classic cars, and millions from the sale of family property in Malta, according to documents filed in the NSW Supreme Court. Gino Vella, who died unexpectedly at 62 in January 2022, was a long-standing member of the Rebels and the younger brother of former President Alex Vella, now in exile. He was also the uncle of current President Damien Vella. His sons, Johnny and Jesse, are senior club members, with Jesse's recent defection to the rival Comanchero club causing tensions and fears of violent reprisals. Family strife had already begun before the estate's administration was officially filed in court, and police feared a potential bikie war after Jesse's defection highlighted a feud among the Vella cousins. The once close-knit Maltese-Australian Vella family now finds itself deeply divided. According to the Supreme Court notifications, the Notice of Intended Application for Letters of Administration was filed in July 2022. The purpose of this notice is to formally inform relevant parties and the public that someone intends to apply to the court to manage and distribute the estate of a deceased person who did not leave a valid will. This notice serves as a public notification, creates awareness, and notifies potential heirs. Following this, the Notice of Intended Distribution of an Estate was filed in June 2023, by the legal representatives of Melissa Marion Sorrell, the de facto spouse of the deceased. This means that Gino's de facto spouse, Melissa Sorrell, has been appointed as the executor of his will, which is set to be divided among her and Gino's 6 children, including another son named Jesse and 2 daughters. The filing of Gino's will in the Supreme Court marks a significant step towards the division of the Vella family holdings in Horsley Park and the surrounding areas, including Rossmore and Leppington. Following Gino's sudden death, hundreds of Rebels bikies arrived at Our Lady of Victory's Catholic Church in Horsley Park, located 40 kilometers southwest of Sydney CBD, dressed in their club colors to pay their respects. The church has strong ties to the Vella family and is situated near the large properties where Gino and his brother Alex raised their families. The Vella brothers were among 11 children of Maltese immigrants Victoria and Gretzu, who initially lived in Malta before purchasing a strawberry farm in Horsley Park and acquiring extensive land holdings. Gino and Alex Vella were born in a farming village in Malta, with a family of 11 children. Alex attended school at St. Paul's Bay and helped his family on their farm. In 1963, 5 of his older brothers moved to Australia for better opportunities, sending money back to their parents. In 1967, the rest of the family sold their belongings and traveled by ship to join them in Australia. They settled in Sydney, where Vella started high school at Barong but left after 8 months to work at Pepsi Cola. He also worked various jobs, including at Coates, a foundry in Bankstown, and as a gardener at an Air Force base before joining Austral Bricks. Vella began his boxing career in 1969 at the age of 16, eventually winning the Maltese Light Heavyweight Championship and being rated number 5 in the Australian Light Heavyweight division. In 1972, his passion for motorcycles led him to establish the Rebels Motorcycle Club, fostering long-term friendships and camaraderie among members. In 1977, while working at an abattoir in Dubbo, he met his wife Heather, and they moved back to Sydney in 1979, buying a home in Horsley Park in 1980, where they raised their kids. Vella worked as a bricklayer's laborer and a nightclub doorman until a bike accident forced him to stop. He then ran a bottle shop and supermarket with his wife for 7 years before selling the business. He invested wisely in property and now owns 7 rental properties. His love for motorcycles persists, and he spends much of his time building bikes. It is widely recognized that Maltese families are typically close-knit. Family ties are highly valued in Maltese culture, and extended families often maintain strong relationships. Many families gather regularly for meals, celebrations, and events, reinforcing these bonds. However, the split within Vella family became very clear when Jesse patched over to the Comancheros, after his friend and former rebel, Alan Meehan, lured him away, making him the first Vella to defect from the rebels. Meehan, known as the Bathrobe Bikie, is an ex-Comanchero president, who has been a long-time friend of Jesse Vella. Their bond formed when they were both members of the Rebels Motorcycle Club, a connection that endured even after Meehan's defection. Influenced by Mark Buddle, The Comanchero's commander of the world, Mian switched allegiances, but his friendship with Jesse remained strong and deepened when Vella changed clubs. During their father Gino's funeral, Jesse stood alongside his brother Johnny and cousin Damien, showcasing their solidarity as they mourned. At the massive bikie gathering, Jesse paid tribute to his father with a heartfelt poem, concluding with the club's chant, "Rebels forever, forever rebels." However, beneath this united front, tensions had begun to simmer among the three men, deepened by the ongoing rift following Jesse's uncle Alex Vella Sr.'s banishment from the club. After his father's exile, Damien Vella stepped up as the rebels' national president, continuing the legacy. As the division of Gino Vella's estate unfolds, the Vella family's internal strife continues to escalate. With significant assets at stake, including properties and valuable vehicles, the potential for further conflict looms large. The court proceedings will not only determine the financial future of Gino's heirs but also test the already strained relationships within the family. As rivalries deepen and allegiances shift, the Vella legacy hangs in the balance, leaving many to wonder if reconciliation is possible amid the brewing tensions. If you're looking for more thrilling and edgy bikie updates, don't hesitate, whack that subscribe button, spread and share the video, hit that like button, and drop your thoughts in the comments. And for the true grid Spartans out there, consider sending a super thanks or buy us a coffee to show some love. Your support keeps us going and the channel thriving, especially since most of our videos aren't monetized due to all the crime-related content. Stay tuned, stay curious, stay awesome, and take care. Wu-Tang.